Hey everybody, it is a crisp and beautiful morning here in Eastern Pennsylvania. I hope it is a beautiful, wonderful day, evening, moment, wherever you are. I'm Brian Dorian, and this is another episode of Pivx Press. It's currently the week of December 3rd, December 4th, 2017, and as many of you are aware, a lot of altcoins have been doing much better of recent. Specifically, Pivx as well has been doing just phenomenally chart-wise. And before we jump into why we think that may or may not be happening and some other stuff, wanted to give a special thanks to the entire support team. You guys know who they are. If you go to support.pivx, you can see the rosters. Actually, I would encourage all of you to go there and take a look at the testimonials, right? So these are there's 5, 6, 7, 8 really dedicated Pivians that are pretty much active 24/7, helping out and support. They have done and are doing a phenomenal job. So thank you guys, thank you gals. We would not be here without you. Speaking of not being here without you, all of you Pivians in some way, shape, or form represent Pivx. I mean, after all, we were talking about this last week. Without us, without people, there is no Pivx, right? I mean, if you think about it, the core code, the wallets, the tech, etc., it's merely an extension of the fundamental beliefs and core values that we as people embrace, those of us who are in Pivx. So a big shout out to all of you, and also a big shout out to some of those folks who are really pushing and driving at this present time. We all can. There's some right now that are doing phenomenal works. One Zeddy down in Cancun, Jeffrey in South Africa. I think he has 2, 3 merchants, brick and mortar stores, now adopting Pivx. You know, the Barry crew from Chad, Eric, Grant, Simon, others up there, Jackieman. You know, there's so many people who are really driving the cause and mission of Pivx. So again, thank you for being part of Pivx. Okay, time for some updates, right? First and foremost, if you've been watching some of the social media threads and feeds, Upbit, that Korean exchange, that South Korean exchange that we talked about, they are going crazy for Pivx. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,500 to 3,000 Bitcoin a day in volume. Folks, that's not reflecting on CoinMarketCap yet. So that's another 25, 30 million US dollars of trades going on every day right now in Pivx outside of this country. It's phenomenal. And I think that's partially why we've seen some of the upticks in comments, upticks in trade volume, especially over on Bittrex as well. There's a lot more volume, a lot more eyes coming into Pivx because, quite frankly, I think they're wising up to just how solid and how valuable this coin is on so many levels. Okay, other updates. There's a new non-mandatory core wallet upgrade. So for those of you who aren't too familiar with that, non-mandatory means you don't necessarily have to upgrade, but if you do, you might get a couple extra features. But again, it's a non-critical, non-mandatory update. You can go to GitHub, you can go to the website and see those. And I encourage everyone to start to read the release notes, right? So you might be asking, what are release notes? Well, every time the core developers push a new wallet out, there's release notes, right? And those notes say, hey, here's what's been changed, here's what's updated, here's why. It's a really good practice to get used to reading those release notes. Why? Because then you're informed of, hey, here's everything that the core developers are doing, and here's why things are improving. Again, some of the technology and some of the language might be over your head. That's okay. And quite frankly, if you don't know, get into Discord, go into social media, ask questions, right? It's the best way for us to learn together. Some other updates, partnerships, projects for Pivx. So these are groups, entities, blockchain endeavors, distributed ledger technologies, communities that are coming together that are all focusing on what they're doing and doing it really well, but mutually working together, right? So there's 2 right now that are hot, that are popping up for Pivx. First is AdBank. You can go to the website, check them out. So AdBank, these guys are also out of Canada. Great guys, nice people. And they are doing tremendous work into developing ways to prevent fraud in the online advertising environment. Right? So it's a nice mutual fit for Pivix. You'll be learning more about that partnership as it evolves, and we'll keep you posted on that. The second partnership is Local World Forwarders. So these are a logistics shipping platform built onto the blockchain. Again, we are going to be embedded into their ecosystem. And again, you can go to the website, you can look more about how that partnership is going to be emerging as well. We've been going over a lot in this episode, so I'll just mention a few more things. Again, ZPIV, the first proof of stake zero coin protocol, is active, running smoothly, flawlessly. It's incredible. Folks have been using it. I mean, not only is it perfectly private, it's remarkably fast as well. Again, I don't know if you guys have done other private sends using other technologies and other cryptos. It is impressive what the Pivix developers have pushed out. I encourage you, take a look and actually just get used to it, because this is going to become something in 2018. I have a personal belief and feeling it's gonna be used so much. So again, ZPIV, up and active. The other thing too is the multi-escrow. It really didn't get much of really talk or awareness. There was a lot more going on. Take a look at that. You know, there's some instructional videos online. You can read about how to do that. This is a really, really robust feature. It might not seem like it, but however, I have a feeling as well in 2018, this is going to get used a ton, especially with merchants and peer-to-peer exchanges. So I think that about wraps it up for this week. There's a ton coming as well. Stay tuned, folks. I mean, again, this is Pivix. There's always something popping. It's exciting and it's incredible, personally for me, because the community behind this continues to grow and is passionate about what we're doing to make a change in this world today. Thanks again for watching. Brian Dorian, Snappy of Pivix. And remember, keep it purple, people.